Hold on a second. Alright, let's go over to Facebook. No, Tobago. Yes, you'll get your treats here. Pop out the chat. That's open. You're gonna get a treat in just a second, Tobago. I promise. I promise, Tobago. What's up, Daniel? Danny Z. What's up? Give Tobago his treat where he freaks out. Now he's happy. What's up, Dom? How you doing? Danny Will, thank you for liking the stream. Steve Freeland. Yo. Yes, you need to sign up for the for the tournament. Let me get the URL. See. Ba 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 ba. Thanks for liking the stream, Thomas. You can sign up for the Smash Bros. Online Tournament at Explicitly. What's up, man? I need to get with you. Like, I'll get with you tomorrow so we can talk about this actual tournament. Explicitly's hosting it. I'm not gonna work that day. Also, I know I'll help the background, but this will be a Linden stream. Sign up to support Linden becoming the full-time host of GAM. I'll send you the settings. Games update. Oh hell yeah! See, this is why Linden's better than I am. Let's see, who are we gonna learn today? Who else is competing from the chat? Anybody right now? Do you have a dash or just a run? I'm cool with him just running. Maybe I'll compete. I went to UNF. One. And I'm dead. Alright, what the hell does that do? Alright, I'm pushing down. Oh my god, I can't use that move. That's when you let go. I can control it. Alright, that's cool. What's up, Kristen Jackson? How you doing? I'm learning. Got punches. That kidder. I don't expect you to lose. You got a freaking win. Okay, wait. Well, how is that different from the down B? Guess this one doesn't have a charge. Christian says, damn, I'm at work and I can't fall off the stage and lose my stocks in 30 seconds. I'd probably lose faster. You have your Switch with you? You could play online from work. Don't get fired. Alright, I want to see his ultimate dash. Oh yeah, that's cool. But we're a supersonic god. So one day you leave your Switch at home. So close, so close. Alright, next character. So who wants to talk about that comment post making its rounds again right now? Let's talk about it. So there's this post that goes off and it says like, yeah, it attributes a lot of positive qualities to a lot of the comics and fandoms and stuff like that that we love. And it's like, yeah, this is pretty much illustrating. Thomas, what did I miss? Thanks for sharing, Lyndon. Let's see, I'll pull it. I'll read it out loud. I don't want to like put up on the screen because then it's gonna have people's names and stuff on it. I don't want to put people in position. It's not, in essence, a bad post, so to speak. But it's not something that's... It's not looking to unify. I don't think it looks to unify people. I think it's one of those things that really... It weaponizes our passions and our fandoms. It divides us. That's kind of what it was doing in the chat. A lot of politicians use the same technique. And I'm not saying that the post was originally written to do that. That's what it does. There's this quote of the day. X-Men is about civil rights. If you didn't get that, you didn't get X-Men. Black Panther is about colonization. If you didn't get that, you didn't get Black Panther. Captain America literally fought Nazis. He's the embodiment of fighting the alt-right. Didn't get that, didn't get Captain America. Empire and Star Wars is fascist. Rebel Alliance, thank you Curtis, are anti-fascist. Didn't get that, you didn't get Star Wars. And it goes on and on with Doctor Who, The Punisher, Deadpool, Star Trek, Superman and Wonder Woman, Stan Lee. So, and a lot of the things that it's saying there is truth to it. You know, X-Men is about civil rights, but it's about a lot of other things too. I'm not disagreeing with X-Men is about civil rights. The whole thing, I mean, Botter and I joke all the time how we're Professor X and Magneto. That being Martin Luther King and Malcolm X. But a lot of these, to go through, to phrase it in that manner, one, it's a very virtuous signaling type of post, but two, it puts a certain air of superiority over the knowledge that you have that's associated with the fandoms rather than the knowledge, empathy, and sympathy that should be involved in the rights that you're speaking, that we're all speaking about. Because it's a very combative statement. It's very ultimate and I know more than you type of statement. And it does say some other nicer things towards the bottom. But you can't, most people, let's be real, aren't going to read to the bottom. Most people will read the opening statement and just be like, yeah, I agree, or no, I don't. And that's what it typically boils down to. Dominique, who's Malcolm X? Did you not watch that episode of Fresh Prince, Dominique? Dominique, it gives off a I'm on my high horse and more work than you. Yeah. More woke than you. Yeah, that's really what it does. And again, it's not to say that the intent is malicious. I'm not saying that, but when you have that type of verbiage on the internet, it elicits. You read it within various tones. You may not get accuracy to what the original person is, but a lot of people read it as something that is combative, that is superior. Some people won't, but a lot of people will. I look at it as, is it a net good or a net bad? These, and then for a lot of people, they start combating the details rather than the principles that are part of the bigger picture. Black Panther's about colonization. If you didn't get that, you didn't get Black Panther. You know how many people got exposed to Black Panther only recently through the movie? Before a lot of these characters, they may not get the whole colonization thing. They may have got like, oh sweet, I finally had, oh what the hell? Audio just disappeared? I think the audio, I just got censored! Man just took me out. Hold on a second. That was really weird. Back and forth. There we go. Dominique, no, out of you or bot. Christian says, so funny thing, one of my college research papers was on the Captain America and X-Wing stuff. It was a literature research and synthesis type of paper. One of my favorites I've written. Yeah, I mean, there's so much depth to that. Like, I'm not, and that's what I want people. I can only explain my stance on this and why I decided to close the comments on it within AmFam. I grew up on these comics too. I love these comics. You know, I definitely am aware of and acknowledge the fact that they helped shape my moral compass, my ethics, and all that stuff. But these kind of statements, and I hate using this term, it's not gatekeep. It is. I know more than you, and if you don't know this, you're dumb type of statement. Gregorio Ernesto Feliciano. And when you're trying to, you know, meet somebody, you know, stretch your hand across the aisle or try to help somebody who may be racist or sexist or homophobic or transphobic, calling them stupid doesn't typically make that happen. Like I've told people, y'all have heard me say this before, I've never heard of somebody saying, hey, you're an idiot, you're fucking wrong, and this is why you're wrong, and then magically finding that middle ground or finding out how to come to a new understanding. It typically does not work. And so that's what I saw a lot of people going into these comments and going, oh yeah, that's great, but also I saw a lot of people saying like, oh, well actually Black Panther meant this, or actually the X-Men was this, or this was the origin of Captain America, or you know, like, well, Wonder Woman is, you know, as much as it is about immigration, Themyscira actually prevents all outsiders from coming in, and like, you're missing the point. You're missing the point, y'all. This is the point is what the accuracy of the canon is, because there's so many different stories about all these things also. But the core values of what we attribute to these iconic characters and stories, those are values, morals, and ethics that we should see in ourselves and try to exude as we live each day. And we should try to share those values with others and hope that it enriches their lives as much as it does our own. That's what the point should be, not that if you don't see these things, you're wrong, and these are left, and if you're right, then da 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 da. Let's see. Denny says, all I have to say is it has truth to it, but comics were made to show the human condition and how we can raise up and take courage to be heroes in our own lives and helping others no matter who they are. Comics are modern mythology and story, just like the Greeks and how Pandora's box was unleashed. The true monsters like pride, greed, and lust into the world. Comics relate all parts of life and should unite. So Denny, you're actually one of the people, and not to call you out, one of the people I saw speaking on this that I was like, man, he's dying on the wrong hill right now. Because I agree with what you say, and I know you well enough to know that I know you're a good person, and I know you agree with those values as well. But in one of the comments I saw you on, you were so stuck on saying that comics are about mythology and the human condition. And I think part of it, I think you were arguing the fact that other people were arguing that that comics are about politics or something of that nature. And I think you were just trying to say, well, it can also be about mythology and this and that. Not saying that it is only about mythology. But that was one of the things that I was like, okay, this is not going to be a fruitful conversation. Because you can't get all that stuff across in a typing conversation. You know, there's so many nuances and little details. And again, there are people that don't know you or haven't seen you in the past and what kind of person you are. And I'm like, okay, people can't see eye to eye on this kind of platform. Because yeah, comics are modern mythology, but they are also politics. They're also commercialization. Like, it doesn't have to be. I'll say it. You know, comics don't have to be a good thing. There are crappy comics. There are comics that perpetuate propaganda. There are comics that perpetuate hate. You know, like those things exist as well. But as nerds, we would like to think that the things that we like can only be positive and good. Vega, are you in another dimension? Where are you? Oh, no. Don't scratch back there. It's the computer. Don't do that. But again, all this stuff is kind of very difficult to debate in an online. It's difficult to have that conversation through text in social media with a bunch of strangers. Because everybody's emotions get heated, and again, we get further and further away from the actual goal and objective is that, okay, we should be better people. So I'm still giving you a like, Denny. And I had to explain kind of like because I think, again, you were a great example because I know you're a good person. I know where your values lie. Denny's got a huge heart, but I think it's also easy to see where people sometimes get focused on the wrong people. These kind of conversations shift us to where we all tend to focus on the wrong issues. Because we get so wrapped up, because for a lot of us there's a lot of emotion, gravity, weight, and pride in having a connection to these characters and stories. And it's very difficult for us to separate ourselves from that. Then he says they were making it all about politics, not just the conduct of what makes a person a hero and the free will we have. That's true. No, I agree. But when you were talking with them, they were saying it was all about politics, and then you were saying it's all about mythology and human condition. And it's like, and I'm seeing both y'all argue, and I'm like, neither one of you guys actually believe what you're saying. But I think you're at that point, you're handcuffed by the medium itself, by the platform, and the emotions that it gets out of you. I know you're a smart guy, and I know and I know you're an avid comic reader, and I know your values are very aligned with like the positive parts of like Christianity. So I'm like, Dane doesn't believe this, but he's not conveying all the things that he's thinking right now. You know, and I know the other people who are talking to you, I'm like, I know these people too, and that's not truly how they feel. But again, the internet is misconstruing the conversation. Let's see, Christian says, I agree with you, Ryan. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean you should put others down. It's open to interpretation. Plus, some people genuinely don't know or might not have made the connection. I think you say that well, Ryan. Thank you, Christian. I'm trying. You know, my interpretations or the way I voice things aren't going to be perfect either. I'm just as fallible as the next person. But I think that sometimes we have the opportunity to kind of delve more so into these subjects that don't get across well in just like a normal type and send away conversation. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. You know, maybe somebody else can show me where I've made missteps in my own thought process or my emotions. You know, I'm open to hearing that. I truly am. Dominique says tone deaf. Out of you and Botter. Wait, what? Oh, who is Malcolm X? Out of Ian Bonner? I try to say I'm more Magneto and Malcolm X, but honestly, I think I'm sadly more Professor X than I would like to believe otherwise. Curtis says, I know I was exposed to Black Panther. Tobago, I'm gonna put you in the other room. Where are you? You're in the other dimension? Do you think that's funny? Do you think it's funny being in the other dimension, Tobago? I'll be right back, guys. Alright, I'm back. Curtis says, I know I was exposed to Black Panther because of Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It was the first time I heard of him. The movie gave me more of an idea of who was really Black Panther was, since I never heard of Black Panther when I was a kid, honestly. Yeah, so like sometimes you get context of these characters through different games and platforms, comics. I mean, can't assume everybody. This is the gatekeeping thing we see a lot of. You know, somebody might get introduced to Black Panther through a t-shirt or a video game or a movie or TV, whatever it is. Because somebody doesn't know the whole story or understand everything, that doesn't discount them and their knowledge base. It says, okay, this is an opportunity. It's like, oh, sweet. Oh, you know about Black Panther? And they say, yeah, I do. And then you might start talking to them, and it's like, okay, well, they don't know everything, or they don't know that much. Like their I want to say interactions might be limited at that point. And so then you should be a steward at that point. Like, oh man, well, have you checked out so and so? Or hey, you should look at this. Or maybe you should look at, or ask the person a little bit more about themselves. If you don't know them, like, oh, well, maybe you should check out this. I think you'd really enjoy this. Or I think you might get more out of this or that. There's a difference between trying to share something with somebody rather than talking down to them about it or being superior and having like your nose stuck in the air about it. You don't want to get into like the whole like, hey, this is my band mentality when you're like in middle school. It's like, oh man, I love this band, and then the band starts to blow up, like, oh, they sold out. Thomas says there are levels of fandom. I'm a big Batman fan. Yeah, you're a huge Batman fan. You're Batman. But by no means I'm an expert. There are plenty of people who are not Batman fans but know a lot more about the depth than I do. Yeah, and you shouldn't have to be an expert, to be honest. Why do you need to be an expert in any of these things? Like, you enjoy it. That's all that it needs to be to it. Like, if you get more out of it and you understand things with the character and the story, that's great. That's wonderful. But if you don't, that's okay too. But then to associate that with... Well, let me get to the rest of your comments, then I'll keep running my mouth. Lee says, wait, for online, it doesn't matter if I don't have the DLC characters, right? Yeah, it shouldn't matter, but I'll give you my login, Lee, and then you can download everything. I'll give you one of the GAM accounts. Denny, true, it's harder when it's all virtual. It is. It's much more difficult. And that's one of the reasons why sometimes, as much as I would love to have these kind of conversations all the time with everybody and see other people have the conversations, I know that the platform and the technology is limiting. And the way that the technology is set up is to elicit certain responses and emotions from you. That post is not meant to just be a kumbaya, let's all get together. And that post literally says, hey, copy paste this. Don't share. Like, it's meant just to get the word out. And it's very divisive. As you start taking these characters, these stories that most of us have very positive affinity towards and a heavy connection with, and start saying, well, these are left and these are alt-right. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. When did we... See, even I'm doing it now. Like, I don't tend to think of Superman as a leftist or a rightist. Those are things that, especially over the past few years, we've all started to be assigned to us, and that's caused further divisions. Like, why are we talking about what side we're on when we should just be talking about the ideas, and then let the ideas kind of say, oh, do I believe in this idea or do I not? Well, I'm a right person, so I don't believe in that. I'm a left, so I don't believe in this. Like, the side thing, that gotta go. Gotta go. So I'll go a bit further. And, here's something that was, I'll finish the statement. Post. So I'll read Dominique's comment first. I'd agree, you definitely give Magneto vibes. Savage. I love being Savage Magneto, that's for sure. Okay, so here's the post. It says, Superman and Wonder Woman and a whole host of other superheroes are immigrants. The stance of those comics is pro-immigration and pro-equality and acceptance. If you didn't get that, you didn't get Superman or Wonder Woman. Again, there's truth to the statement, but it's not a completely true statement. So those of us that are like, heavy nerds, and we want to argue that stuff. We just want to talk about the facts as to whether or not, well, in actuality, there's only certain truth to that. I'm like that too. Like, I read that stuff, and I'm like, first thing, I was like, well, Superman is an immigrant, but how many immigrants have come in that were problematic because that Superman would agree with? And, Wonder Woman is anti-immigration, or like her whole people are, and this, they don't allow men on there, so that's kind of sexist, and also they don't allow outsiders, so there's that. And then there's the ties into, like, that's just the nerd part of me. Thanks for liking the stream, man. Wants to argue that, because that's what this kind of post does. I'll keep reading it. Stan Lee said racism and bigotry are among the deadliest social ills plaguing the world today. If you're bigoted or racist, you didn't get any of the characters Stan Lee created. Again, not a true statement. It's horrible if you're racist or bigoted. But you don't need to go ahead and... Again, this is meant to be combative. It's meant to be like, hey, you don't get to enjoy these things if you don't share these ideas. And there's truth to that. Like, there should be shame to that. But this isn't the way to have someone reach an understanding. Like, that statement, if I was a bigoted or racist person, I would be so combative at that point and ready to argue the hell out of this person. Because chances are I already have the rationale and logic in my head as to why these characters are within my worldview. I was actually... Oh, I'm going to read Denny's comment. Denny says, it's an opinion piece. It's someone's opinion based on some info, not all of it. So much more to it than just left or right. Yeah, it's an opinion piece, but you know how it is. Once it's posted on the internet, there's a certain level of authority that's attributed to it, which is unfortunate. Because you're right, it is an opinion piece. But all of a sudden, everybody just took this because it's digital, because it's in front of us and we can see it. It makes it tangible and real. At that point, it becomes authoritative. Not. Just some random person wrote this. Let's see. The stories we grew up with all taught us to value other people and cultures and to treasure the differences between us. Only villains were xenophobic or sexist, or racist, or vegetarian. I can't understand how any of you have missed that. Again, this is a great idea, but saying I can't understand how anyone has missed that, you're kind of putting down the people who may not even have, like, you're creating friction where there doesn't need to be. Calling people dumb who may not notice it. If you're upset that there's a black Spider-Man or black Captain America or female Thor or Miss Marvel is Muslim or that Captain America is pro-feminism or any of the other right-wing fans saying it's stealing their childhood. You never got it in the first place. The things you claim are now pandering to the lefties. We're never on your side. Again, very combative, dividing people up when they don't need to be divided. There is a point there, without a doubt. But this is creating a lot of divisiveness. It's creating arguments. It's creating sides. It's creating people not wanting to listen to. Charles Clayap, what's up, man? It says, what's sad too is not everyone sees the story or moral. They like the power, and that is it. Very true. Very true. Dominic, it's not what you say, but how you say it. There it is right there. And see, again, we're trying, in this statement, a lot of us want to hold up our childhood heroes and comics and whatnot as this bigger, holier than thou thing. When a lot of this shit is made just for money. Dominique, you could probably speak to this a lot right now with what you're doing with Black History Month. There was a whole genre of blaxploitation films where the point really wasn't to make, hey, we're trying to better, you know, I want to say the black part of society and civil rights. We're going to make money making black films because black people will watch it. That is a thing. It is real. And it doesn't just happen within black culture. It happens across the board. I cannot tell you how many... I've literally been in boardroom meetings. This happened years ago. And I remember I was the only, minority in the meeting. And they thought Yobi Yogurt was a good name because they're like, well, Ryan, that'll go over well in urban, right? Because that's what y'all say, right? Like Yobi. And I was like, the fuck here, didn't just say that. I went into Kill Bill mode. I was like, da 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 da. I was like, come on. I've been in meetings where people are like, okay, let's put a rainbow on this, and then we will sell well to the LGBTQ community. Like, that's a real thing. People do that. That's reality. So they're. Ugh. Oh, McDonald's commercials with R&B and rap. Yeah, I was telling Andres the other day about 365 Black. McDonald's used to have a site that was dedicated just to the black community, and it was 365 Black, and everything that was like McDonald's had like a black version of it. You had like the R&B stuff that would go on BET, the same product and everything, recast with black people, black music, black color schemes. Language has changed. Logan, why are you trying me, Logan? Yobi Ryan. Dominique, I hated that. Brittany says, I've had a job where a bunch of older white women try to decide how to make money on the black female audience, and it's just like, yeesh. So there is pandering. So we don't want to think that our comics, because we're like, these comics are made for us and they're awesome and it's all the ideals that we hold great. They pander to us too. Sometimes the writers might have the best of intentions, but business and economics get involved. And then it closes with, if you consider yourself a fan of these things, but you still think the LGBTQ plus community is too in your face, by our problems with Black Lives Matter, or want to take the country back from immigrants, then you're not really a fan at all. Geek culture isn't suddenly left-wing. It always was. You just grew up to be intolerant. You became the villain in the stories you used to love. So, and this is where I have the problem. Because instead of saying, hey, these were the heroes that you grew up with, and if you don't think these things, maybe you don't understand those heroes as well as you did, but let's try to figure out where the miss is. Like, why you may think that you don't like Black Spider-Man, but you grew up loving Spider-Man. And Don't get me wrong. There's a rational reason not to like it. Like, of course, if there's anything that you really like and all of a sudden they change it, knee-jerk reaction is given. It may not be the fact because he's black, but just the fact that he's a different Spider-Man. I hate the Clone Saga Spider-Man to this day. So, but that's not here nor there. See, look, I'm falling into the own pitfall. Like, well, Spider-Man's values are this, and he would have loved these things about the biracial Spider-Man. I should say. These are the values that they hold that are the same. Do you not like him because of certain character traits he has, or do you not like him just because he's multiracial? So let's talk and figure that out. Pete liked him. He took over, go through all the things about how they share different traits and how they work together, how he mentored him, blah, blah, blah. Then you can figure out, you're like, oh, well, Captain America stands up for America. Like, oh, well, there have been times where Captain America has done this and that. He stood for liberty and the people, so sometimes he didn't stand with the government. You can start having that conversation and maybe like, you know what, this is the Captain America you really liked, but you did these kind of things, man. You did these things differently, you would be more like Captain America. This is what he would want you to do. This is how he would want you to feel. Not to say, you're forsaken. Ah, Logan, how could you? No, Ben Riley is the worst. That's stupid. I was going to say that stupid hoodie, and I got one on right now. God dang it. That stupid... They gave him the blonde hair just to make him look different, and then Bagley draws him and Flash Thompson in the same frame, and they look like they're the same dude. Dominic, I meant, wasn't that thing with Captain Marvel, the pandering? Yeah, there's pandering to it. Sometimes they just think, hey, if we make a character a certain way, we can sell more. We can sell more merch. We can sell more comics. We can sell more toys. And you know what? Part of it is that causes part of our divisions now is that a lot of us are so tired of... There are those of us that are so tired of everything being so politicized. I think we all are, actually. And then some of us are just so tired of things being so politically correct. Like, the pendulum has swung so far on both sides that we're all getting tired of all this shit. So now when you say anything, it just, like, sets us all off. We gotta stop being like this. Start being more just a little bit in the middle. That's when we can talk and actually discuss, get to someplace better. It was Dominic and we arguing and they're making money. Exactly. Now, like, I want to get to the heart of what this post was probably about, and I think really the heart of it, in the heart of the cards, is that these are our heroes and our stories that we looked up to. And if you're racist, or if you're transphobic, or if you're sexist, or if you're homophobic, you aren't sharing the values of these heroes and idols that we're looking up to. So let's try to figure out the disconnect there. Like, these values are in you, so let's not... You really shouldn't act this way. You shouldn't feel this way. You shouldn't treat people that way. I think that's what it's trying to get to. But the way it's stated, it's like what you said earlier, Dominic. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. The way it's stated is just creating fires. People are hearing left. They're hearing right. Person even inserted like pro-vegan in here, which, like how... have like, shit, I'll eat some bacon all day. But it's all just like, hey, how can I trigger people? How can I trigger people? How can I feel superior in terms of like my stance with my virtues and my knowledge? That's what it comes off as to a lot of people. That may not be what the person originally intended, but that's what it comes off to a lot of people. I think a lot of the people that share it don't even feel that way. I think they see the positive parts. They see that there are these heroes that we idolize and the great values aligned with them. But they may not even read the whole thing, or they may not get emotional on the other things, because it's not as combative when your views are already aligned with the ones that are aligned as positive within the statement. You know, like there's if you're leaning towards the right and you love all these heroes and you're not racist and you're not sexist and you're still a good person, you would read this as kind of like combative towards you. So you're like, wait, I'm not one of these people. Why are they aligning that with my group? I know a lot of people that are conservative or right wing that aren't bad. I know a lot of left wing people that are total douchebags. And vice versa. I know a lot of right wing people that are douchebags. And I know a lot of left wing people that are wonderful people. Like it has no bearing as to whether they're left or right wing, whether or not they're a good person. That's where we've ended up, unfortunately. Jose Silva, hey. And Jose Silva says, hi. So David Villadream. Then he says, but the color of their skin or politics doesn't make them a hero. Like Dr. Martin Luther King said, not by the color of your skin, but by the content of your character. Yeah, without a doubt. David Villadream, what's up? What's up? And there are those that I know that are upset with me that, you know, why would I even let this conversation go on at all? I'll be real, we shut it down as quickly as we could. I got a job. I was asleep for X amount of time. I woke up, I did my meetings, I saw it, and then we turned off the comments on it. And I think there is some good to this, but obviously good conversation wasn't coming out of it. So, what do? Just off the comments, I stated as to why they're being shut off and what the positive and the negative was to the post. I want other people to still be able to learn from it, but obviously productive conversation isn't happening from it itself. I warned the people inside who were getting out of line. I should say we did. Sorry, I don't mean to say I. Kind of statement. That's kind of it. You know? I'm not perfect. But Dominique says I'm always upset with you. Everybody's always upset with me. I really don't. Let's see. Dominique, what is with people thinking you guys are available 24/7? I don't know. Like there are people that still think that GAM was like my full-time job. Like y'all, come on. I'm a 40-plus-year-old man. Gotta have stability. Come on now. Smarter than that. But no, maybe you've heard me say this before, I'm a very big believer in changing someone through kindness, understanding. I don't think you can get through to people. I don't think you can change an ideology by calling somebody out, putting them down, insulting them, trying to puff up your chest and be big, like fuck everybody who's racist. I'll kick all of their asses. I'm like, that's not gonna change a racist person's mind at all. Nobody thinks you're a better person for saying that you'll beat up people that are racist. Like, you could try as much as you want to think that you're big and bad and macho and I stand up for all my black friends and all my gay friends because I'll kick anybody's ass who says anything like that. Like, no, you're not. You ain't gonna. You're just trying to make yourself look big at this point, so other people think that you're not doing this to help them. You're doing this for you. Now, if you would go out, I'm gonna Jose, damn you 40? I'm 41. So I've been reading a lot and doing research on Derek Black. That his name is very ironic. Derek Black. And I'm gonna paraphrase his story because I really don't know still in the middle of reading the book. What's the book called? Rising Out of Hatred. Okay. So you got Derek Black. I'm gonna show you a picture of him. Hold on. I'm sure as soon as I say Derek Black, you're thinking black guy. Alright, so that's Derek Black. Alright. I got it. Leave it up for just a little. Jose, damn, you look at most 39 and 9/4. What? Jose! Don't make me take you out to the tree and get my hickory stick. David Billdream. I honestly thought you were younger than that. That's because I'm so immature. This is Derek Black. And he was essentially being groomed to be the next national leader for kind of white supremacy. He helped with the site Stormfront, which will make sense now when you watch The Boys and you see the character Stormfront and how she is. Stormfront was a site, the biggest hate group site on the internet. Specifically more towards like white supremacy, national KKK, and all that kinds of stuff. So his dad, I think his name was Don Black, was like the leader of white nationalism, and his godfather was David Duke. Most of y'all should know who David Duke is. Oh, this stream might get taken down. Oh, whatever. So David Duke was a former Grand Wizard of the Ku Klux Klan. David Duke is Derek Black's godfather, right? So Derek Black is being raised in this ideology of hatred, of racism, bigotry. He's able to cite facts and numbers all the time, stating how, minorities are less intelligent than Caucasians. Here's why they're more affluent. Here's this. He's got scientific study after scientific study, stating and like how this is the superior race. He does it for years. He does it on like a radio show that him and his dad run. And he's going to be the leader. He's going to be the next David Duke. The nation looks up to the nation. This hate group looks up to him. Thousands and thousands of. Can't remember if they had 30,000 members on their sites. Let me look it up. I can't find it on here. Anyways, there are a lot of people on there. So eventually, Derek Black goes to school. He goes to college, and it's found out on the campus that hey, Derek Black, this guy on campus, is like the leader of a white supremacy group. The campus is about an uproar, as you can imagine. College campus be with this. People opposed him, but a lot of people followed him too. And whenever these people like oppose him and they like step to him, trying to argue with him, put him in his place, he could hold his own. He had a set of facts already. He could argue it, and so like you come at Derek, he's like, yeah, well, you know what, this is. He's like, oh yeah, well this was the blah 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 blah, and complete defensive stance. Until there was this one guy and I really wish I knew his name. Again, I'm still kind of going through this story or book. But there's this Jewish guy on campus who obviously Derek would be opposed to. I think Stormfront itself even... The guy, he throws like these great kind of like dinner parties at his place. Here's about Derek. Tells his friends, hey, I'm going to invite Derek to the dinner. They're like, what? You can't invite Derek to that. Like, he's racist. He's like the next Grand Dragon of the KKK. Like, he is racist. Like, the definition. It's like, yeah, but, I want to try to open his eyes. So I'm going to invite him to the dinner party. Derek comes over to the dinner party. Ready. Like, thinking, I've been in these situations before. People don't see what I see. That this is the superior race, and I'm ready to argue this. I'm ready to fight this. And the fight never comes. He gets invited to the dinner party as it happens again, like a few weeks from now, whatever the time duration is. Expecting a fight, expecting to argue, expecting to defend himself. The moment never happens. He just has a good dinner, has a good time, great conversation, and he interacts with the guy. And this goes on and on and on to the point where Derek eventually he's questioning now the beliefs that he's been brought up on. Like, these people are supposed to be like this. They're supposed to be, savages. They're supposed to be barbarians. They're supposed to be stupid. They're supposed to be hateful. They're supposed to just want to try to take me down because they're there to take from me. They've always been taking from me and my people. And they never do that. They just keep on feeding them, extending their hands to. Derek then goes on to renounce his hatred. He renounces the ideologies of white supremacy. He renounces the ideas of white nationalism. And he does this to the point where he's now essentially kicked out of his family. He's kicked out of everything with Stormfront. And now he tries to kind of share with others how he was wrong. How he didn't see. He now sees how a lot of times the data and the facts and the tests were twisted to benefit and serve a certain narrative. He didn't understand when he was younger how you can have studies in certain ways to get certain answers. He didn't understand when he was young all the things that his father and David Duke would tell him. Like, he accepted it and he took it as gospel. And now he does the opposite in terms of trying to spread that love and notion of equality to everybody. And so to be able to do that I think is the goal that most of us strive to. Not to get caught up in what issue 47 of Captain America really meant, or how the movie version of Black Panther is different than the comic book version, or that this is what comics are supposed to be. This stories are supposed to be that. That's not the point of these kind of conversations. The point is to get us to where we all accept one another and can move forward in humanity, not to get stuck in the mud of what are comic books about. Like, really, think about those two conversations. What is more important? What are comic books about, or are people equal as human beings? Are we really putting them on the same level? That's what we have to get to. That's why switch the comments off on that post. I don't know. Y'all say something in the chat. I don't want to just be on this soapbox. Maybe I'll tell another story. Get y'all for calling me old. Although it's true. Items. That was pretty dope. Although I don't think I've ever played this game. Jose, I was listening. It was Steve. I appreciate that, Jose. I just want things to be better. I appreciate you guys taking the time to talk to me about stuff like this. Because it opens my eyes too. It really does. Remember years ago, meet this man during family get-togethers every year around Thanksgiving and Christmas. Older white guy, definitely racist. I think he was like in Vietnam or something like that. He actually kept, I think so, like one of the guns of like one of the Vietnamese people or Viet Cong that he had killed or something like that. Like this guy always gave me like a weird look. I could tell that. You know, sometimes you just get that vibe. You're like, yeah, he's rude. But, and then I heard stories from other people about how he would talk about them or those people and how, you know, they're just less. Just less. Hated interacting with that guy. Never wanted to meet up with, like, anytime I was going to something like a family function, knew he was going to be there, just wanted to leave. I didn't want to go there at all. I wanted to go there a little bit. I just wanted to go and get some food. Then I wanted to leave. Man, he's gonna get the stuffing in. Then one day something horrible happened to him, and long story short, someone tried to burn down his house. Tried to burn down his house while he was still in it. In the middle of the night. Him and his granddaughter were in the house. The house was set on fire. Luckily, they got it. House was ruined, absolutely ruined. But he didn't have any other place to go. Didn't have any other place to go. And they found somebody who would help repair the house. But literally, the whole thing was going to have to be gutted. We were going to have to tear... He was going to have to tear down all the walls, tear down ceilings, like everything was just like charred with smoke. So essentially gutting out the whole house to just the frames and rebuilding it. And so, first part of me was like, good, serves that motherfucker right. That's what you get. That's what you get for being so hateful, being so racist. I thought about it. I was like, holy shit. I knew his granddaughter. His granddaughter was kind. Good. She had no place to live either. Alright. I talked to Sean, my brother, and I was like, hey, what are you doing this week? Like, I got some time. Okay, well, we're gonna go to so-and-so's house and help him. We're gonna help him rebuild his house. We're gonna like try to just need to tear down all the wall, everything that's got smoke on it, which is pretty much everything. Need to rip out, gut out, take it to the dumpster, so at least then they can repair it. He's like, wait, for who? That guy? a racist movie? I was like, yeah, he's racist. No, fuck that guy. I was like, no, like, it's the right thing to do. Like, we need to help him. Nobody else is there to help him, and if we do this, then at least they can help him rebuild the house. Like, alright, fine. So we go down there, pull the car up, and I could tell he's kind of like shocked. Not just to see me, but me and my brother. So now, there's these two brown people, which he thinks are less, that are going to help him kind of like rebuild his home. As we're like, knocking down walls, and this thing is like caked with smoke. Like every wall is just blackened. You walk in there and you can still, like that smell that you get when you're sitting around a fire in the middle of the night. It's like that, but it's stuck to an extent where it's suffocating. We're putting on masks. You go in for a little bit, you leave. Go in for a little bit, you leave. Try to need another piece out, knock a piece of wall out. We're trying to like scrape up the floor that's charred. Wheelbarrow it out, throw it out, take it to the dumpster. Eventually, we pretty much got a lot of that house. We talked a lot that day. But at the end of the day, he said, "Thank you." I could see it in his eyes. Thank you for doing this really, truly. Took my hand. Took my brother's hand. And we drove off. We left him. As time went by, he got help from the other guy. Helped put the walls back up on his house and what. Then the following either Thanksgiving or Christmas when I saw him, completely different tone. Like he went up, "Hey, how you doing, Ryan?" He goes to shake my. Always before. Sorry, I didn't mention. Always before when I would put my hand. I remember one time I put my hand out. He wouldn't touch it. Wouldn't shake my hand. But after it changed him. It changed him. The way he interacted with me was different too. Like his tone was completely different. And that's what. That is the power that lies in actually helping someone. Being kind to someone. You can't change somebody's ideas that significant a degree by arguing with them. You can make them hate you. You can't make them love you. Denny says, that's what I was trying to say through the comic medium. That's it about the whole human good and evil. I can bring to Flash more about the grief he feels about politics or Dominique, I think the point is it wasn't going over well on social media. Yeah, pretty much. The point is like it's not going over on social media. And that's not the point. That people get trapped into that conversation. They get trapped on the little details. The things that they feel like it gives them worth. It gives us worth having knowledge towards these fandoms. It's its own bit of like social currency. In reality, it's worth it. It's worth nothing. Feels good. Maybe there's some value in that. But I should say in contrast. Sorry, that's a better statement, a truer statement to me. Contrast to actually getting across the ideas, thoughts regarding our humanity, equality, acceptance, and inclusion. Knowing what comics can stand for, or whether or not they are political or mythological in nature. That bit of information isn't really worth all that much. Because you can go without it and your life would be the same. Somebody else is racist, that's going to affect your life regardless. exactly the kind of conversation you expect to go along with. Look at that. Look at that twirl. Anyway, Smash Bros. Tournament's on Thursday night. UNF Game Room and Gam. Smash Bros. Tournament hosted by Lyndon. I won't be hosting it, so you won't get all this additional expository. Is that even the right word? Expository? Expose? Exposition? I don't know. We'll look it up. Expository. Formal expository. Intended to explain or display. What day is it? Monday? Get him. Booyakasha! I don't even remember the name of the game that she's from. Arms, that's what it's called. Arms. Denny, Jose, either y'all signing up for the tournament? Villa Dream, you signing up? Oh, little Mac, hell yeah. I want a difference. My apologies if you've been talking on Twitch or YouTube or Twitter. I didn't have the chat open for those platforms, so my bad. Just opened it. Jose says, you remember by looking at her weird arms. That is what happened. I saw her weird arms, and that's what triggered the difference. Dude, Rusty, have you not seen me play this game? Pretty much everybody have like a super fast punch. Man, I wish they would have added Balrog to this. Alright, Balrog versus Little Mac. Get myself. Oh, holy crap. So that's a parry. What's the difference between parry and that charge punch? Oh, it's just beat. Alright, I want to see your... Danny, I need to get a new copy of Smash Bros. Get on it! Oh, dang. Is that from, I'm assuming that's from the new Punch Out that was like on Wii or Wii U or something. What's up, Ariana? Cuervas? Cuervas, I like saying Cuervas. Ariana Cuervas. Makes me want to say Ariana Huevos. Get a handshake, Ariana. Also, Arno, thank you for liking the stream. I don't know if you're still... Holy crap, he's fast. Dash like that? I don't know if that's faster than running or not. Pretty fast. I just run. Oh no! See, Jose, you can beat me. That's pretty fast. A lot of damage, alright. I'd ask Logan if he's gonna play, but he doesn't do anything else. Who the hell is Hero? What game is this person from? Hero! One of those Breath of Fire people? Oh, for real? This from Dragon Quest? Pretty dope. Oh, dude, that is Dragon Quest! Alright, that's dope. I've changed my stance. Makes sense as to why he looks like Trunks. Is that not an attack? Just a movement. Oh, the tornado attack. Interesting. Okay, so some people have like an air dodge. Another mechanic. What the hell was that? Wait, what? Oh, what? Where did that come from? So there's like a sub-menu? To use your magic points. That's pretty cool. How do you access it? What the hell does that do? Why is it not doing anything? Guess I could actually look at the move. Oh, it uses. Okay, so I was. Holy crap! What? Okay, the game is much deeper than I. What the hell did happen? Oh, okay, I just. Sizzle. So I need to do this 20. Can I do that in the air? Interesting. Alright, that's enough smash. I want to assassinate people. We hit the gym. I'm trying to get it done earlier. I wonder if this stream might get flagged for talking about it. I don't know how YouTube and Facebook work. But I hope not, because I think that's a good conversation. What? I just downloaded this game last night. Okay, at least it's not been a long time. I can deal with that. By the way, I put in the order for the Gamstonk shirts. If you ordered one and you support us on Patreon, oops, I just dropped one. You'll also be getting one of these keychains. Gam Patron. Maybe I'll make Gamstonk one too. I can't hold them in the right direction. Made these a while back, but we haven't been able to meet up with anybody to give them out. Got the cartridge stuff pattern in the background. Maybe I should change the view. No pride. Close. There we go. That's a little bit better. So, thank you for everyone who supports on Patreon. I appreciate it. That'll be with your Gamstonk shirt. Hoping we'll be able to pick them up this week before D-Day. But if not, you'll get them next week. Copying the update file. Taking too long, update file. Give you like a mini game to play while you're. Patience is wearing thin. I thought I could wait. Now I don't know. Can I play another game while it's updating? Hold that. You're going from which PlayStation always throws off my buttons. Pushing B. %. Hurry up. Hurry up. 60%. Getting there. I can see how the sign-ups are tournament. Not bad. So far we got 9 sign-ups. Including I see Dominique. There's some of these people are gonna get kicked out. Or not. But the prizes are 25 for first place, free to enter. 25 for first place, 20 for second, 15 for third, and 10 for fourth. Might be an additional one. I might do an additional fifth place. Maybe just $5 for best sportsmanship. I just gotta be careful with that. I think UNF has like a can't give somebody if they won first place. And they also had best sportsmanship. I wouldn't be allowed to give them. Weird. That's things were set up some. Mm-hmm. 93%. We're getting closer, y'all. Eventually, they'll have games like this. They'll be able to put in faces, models. That will be a very trouble. Technically. Oh my god, if you install, okay. Alright, who's the target? I refuse to assassinate Obama. I refuse. Potter, I'll assassinate. Like new stuff to buy. Is this 3 Hitman games? I don't understand.
Are you sure about this?
I am.
There are no second chances, Miss Burnwood. Not here.
I choose him.
May I inquire
Pikachu.
why? A blank slate, antisocial, apathetic and unresponsive.
And he
no
looks
doubt that
just
way
like
shows
Jason
promise,
Statham.
but
Perhaps I see possibility where others see limitation. Isn't that what a handler does, sir?
we'll see. Anyone can kill Miss Burnwood. He still remembers nothing?
That'd be a good name for a Steven Seagal movie. And
We will check up on his story.
anyone can
The
kill.
hospital in Romania. In the meantime, keep him under close watch.
Steven Seagal will show that anyone can kill.
Are you sure about this?
I am.
There are no second chances, Miss Burnwood. Not here.
I choose him.
May I inquire why?
Do this?
A blank.
I already did that. Oh wait, what difference? understand how this is different from guided train. It's very confusing. You got the bald head, and you like
Welcome back,
47.
Initiate. As an ICA agent, every challenge
I'll
you
be,
face can be
Hitman
overcome
46.
in multiple ways. Complete this exercise again, this time attacking it from a different angle. Vary your strategy. Improvise. We will be watching.
I think. Okay, so it's teach me the security button. Only. Weapon. Hide the target in a closet. Holy crap. Okay, so I gotta play through this a few times. Oh, holy crap, I get all the guns and stuff this time? Holy crap, okay, this is way different than the other time. Were these weapons here the whole time and I never noticed? How would I get on security? Draw them out. I need you to move more so I can kidnap you or whatever. Oh, who found that already? The hell?
Cover and watch out for suspects. We need to flush this guy out.
The punk ran over there.
I can't find him.
Right there, right there.
Call me bald? That hurts my feelings.
Move to better positions. He's not here. Anyone got a visual on the target? Come in, Central.
We've got an actual homicide on our hands. A real killer is out there. Pretending to be security.
Roger, Command. Nothing tangible yet, sir. Still looking. Will do. Out. You there!
You're surrounded. Give yourself up. Now!
Better give up. We got you surrounded.
Clear here. Hey, buddy, stop it right there.
I am the ghost.
Somebody's in big trouble. I'm going to take a look.
Oh, yeah. Hey, son of...
Are you out of your mind? Seriously, why would you be doing this? Are you alright?
Okay.
What the?
Don't mind me. I'm not conspicuous with this shot.
What the... Hey, ow!
Throw him over the water. Okay, what is? What are we in ice or something? Probably drop this shotgun. Adam, you like that hat?
What can I say that's clever? Stop!
Over there! What the hell was that all about? Oh my god. Are you nuts?
Freeze.
Who said that?
Lift him.
The one thing to do in this scene. I'm the Terminator! You can't stop me! Okay, you stop. Adam, I want you to have that in real life. That hat? Let's backtrack. That was the Colonel
Welcome
Sanders
back,
outfit.
Initiate. As an
I'm Slater. They can't do anything. These other ones. I do like that. No one expects the Colonel for murder. Nobody, and I mean nobody, is gonna know my secret recipe. These herbs and spices are for these eyes only. You heard? Come here, Colonel.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, stop strangling! Right now! What are you waiting for? Shoot him! Roger.
Uh-oh, they caught me! They caught me! There's only one thing to do. I'm gonna... Judo! Roasted! Oh, you guys lucked out. You lucked out.
welcome back.
Alright, so sneak on the boat first. Then I can find another opportunity to kidnap this Colonel Sanders. Do a new job. Give me all your clothes. Who is your daddy? What the... Hey, why are they staring me down so hard? Do my job. Then he says, add Tony unless you want out the whole bucket of fries. Guess I get it. Wow, 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 Denny, let's not blame the chicken now. Where is the rest? Okay, who's leaving? Oh, there's the rest.
Colors, the fabrics, the art, all curated with so much love and care. It's okay. If this is what Mr. Ritter's yacht looks like, I wouldn't mind seeing that house.
Can't do here. So let me help you with that. I just pour all the poison in there? Oh, dang it. For the jerk.
Mr. Norfolk, welcome. Mr. Ritter's expecting. What'll it be?
Just fruit juice for me. It's a bit of a story.
Here you are, Mr. Norfolk. Enjoy the party. When you're ready, just grab a hold of Bird over there. He'll take you upstairs.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Thanks.
Hello, sailor.
Hello, sailor.
Why is everyone saying hello to me like? You gonna pee or something?
Hello, sailor. I have some mints in my pocket. You could might wanna. You could use
Have Sonny Baldhead barcode does it for people, apparently.
Unless I had come in with a big.
Can I knock him out with a coin?
Hey, hey, you dropped something.
Yacht crew is clear. You gotta be. What? Sir, please think of the planet. Shit.
Huh?
Hey.
I didn't knock him out.
You want to move away arm's length, buddy? That'd be great.
I'm about to push you off this damn. Have a save. Alright, good. Now I'm pushing you. Oh, dang it.
Hey, where the hell are you from? A little personal space?
Like your tone.
Security, give up. Light 'em up.
I got him! This is the guy! Oh, I was innocent! I was innocent!
How you doing?
Doing alright. How's the view? Oh, dang it.
Yacht crew. Impressive.
How rude this guy is.
What are you looking at? I mean, why are you all up in my face?
Hey, how are you?
Excuse me.
Whoops! I slipped!
Oh, Lord.
I slipped, sir.
Got you. Hand nice and slow. All right, nice and slow. Yeah,
Oh. Nobody noticed. I just left the naked guy there. Oh, my hat! Don't shoot my hat! Is there a problem, sir?
Can I help you? You're kind of inside my personal space bubble.
Better not. Better move.
I have some breath mints. Kind of need it, buddy. Please don't.
Don't talk about my breath like that!
Funny, man.
Surrender now.
I need
Put
help.
your hands over your head. Hey, we got a problem?
Don't shoot him. That's it. I'm dropping this guy. He's gone. Oh, you lucked out. Lucked out. Pushing over.
Keep firing.
See ya.
Hit. Keep firing.
I can attack like that? Oh, there you go. Why can't I walk on this stuff? Like, obviously, it's stable enough for where there's equipment there. Hey guys, I'm invincible. Okay, I'm not.
Fancy. Spec. That's so funny. You know, we should get like a notebook and write all that funny stuff down. They grow up so fast and suddenly it's all gone. What? Yeah. Well, I was hoping Giles would join the rowing.
Forget us, how you doing?
Oh, this guy is something else. Whose boyfriend
Back
is
already?
this, huh?
Buddy.
Okay, you know what? I would stop right there if I was you. That's it, man. You're a jerk.
Up to me like that, sir.
Buddy, not another step. Chew your food, why don't you?
Don't you know what to do?
Ah, that's it, ninja.
Combat, what?
You didn't know.
Yeah, I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry. Oh my God! Where the hell are you? There's troublemaker around.
He's on the
Oh my
starboard
God.
side.
Sorry, you guys created too many problems. Can't have witnesses. Ah, I'm not invincible. Yeah, it's about to make some coaching videos with Tom. What game is this? Hitman 3? This shit's fun, man. Y'all, you should definitely play this. It's so stupid. See ya. Hammer time. Alright. Watch out, there's a killer on the loose. There we go. Oh no!
That's it.
Ah. Like you could, like I dropped poison in the food, and then I switched off a generator, and then they got distracted. Then I killed another guy, taking everybody's clothes so they're naked.
How are you, sailor? So you can make me? Yeah. What did it say? That's so funny. You know, we should get like a
How are you?
Doing well. Goodbye.
The Link people are banging their heads against the wall by now. They should have jumped on the wagon while they had the chance.
Yes, what was that idea they were trying to
Well, I was
Oi,
hoping-
sailor. Hey, who the hell are you?
Oh man, this guy is something. Is he your buddy? Well, you know him?
Talking shit again. All I do is walk close to.
What the?
Check that out.
You can kill somebody doing that, you know.
Get out of here! Oh, dang it. Hey, he shot me on the ground. He says that was brown and real. Alright, we'll do this the right way.
Are you a real cop?
You.
Oh, sorry.
Good to see that security is on high alert.
Blending with the crowds.
Mister, who are you? Hello? I'm warning you, mister.
Security looking hella tight today. Keeping it real, what?
But dude.
That's so funny. You know, we should get like a notebook and write all that funny stuff.
Good to see that we're heavy on the security.
Safe. I wonder if I can go back. I wonder if I can drag the other body now.
Work. Clear.
I'm suspicious. Oh, you put it already in a body bag? God, that was
Yeah,
fast.
it's me. Send a man to my position, stat.
That's just butt. Hey, you! Which that's fucking it, man!
What? I liked his clothes.
Keep firing!
Yeah, yeah.
Someone help me!
Will!
Ah. Alright, can I drag the bag later? Oh man, I gotta go all the way back to that.
Better make a mental note to strap this thing down tight before we take off. Don't want any scratches, man.
Ride like this? Be a shame. My sister's husband's got a model just like it.
That was a headshot. That's tough.
Don't touch me! Don't touch
You copy, Central?
Help!
We got a 187.
There's some bad shit going on here. You gotta leave. You gotta go.
Yeah. Don't worries.
Hey, look at me.
Jesus!
Sorry. No witnesses. Any more rat poison?
Hey, wait a minute.
Some people do this kind of thing for fun. Take a shot!
Central, I'm here now, and area is clear. Over.
Nothing here yet.
buddy. Stay calm.
Yeah, come in, Central. I'm at the location now, and we're clear. Nothing going on here. Out. Everybody has to leave this area immediately. It's been locked down.
So you tucked him in yet?
Hey, you. This is a restricted case. Stand still, buddy. You are under arrest. Please comply, or I will shoot you dead. Hey! Something is going down.
Okay, we're in the safe room compromised.
Help me, please, help me! Did he just, like, disappear?
Just stand at the corner.
Got it.
That guy. A lot of people.
Okay, we're... Ramon, you choose this safe room? It is not safe, you moron! Okay.
Oh, no, I've got to karate all of you. Man, this game cracks me up. This game is fun. But like,
Oh, man. Oh.
Oh.
Command, area is clear. Please advise. Over.
Central, area is clear. Please advise. Over.
Command, area is clear. Look out! There he is!
I just want to talk. Oh man.
What the hell?
The wiener.
Listen, hey man, I don't want any... Command, I've arrived at the location and it looks clear. Over. What the... What the fuck? Where's the tango? Report!
They recognize. Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Over there!
Oh, you could tell, huh? Curses! How could you tell I was wearing a hat? Alright, last one, and I gotta hit the gym. Can I accomplish this mission without straying off to doing something dumb? That's the question.
Okay. Do you know who did this?
Yes, I did.
Hey, don't...
I did that too. Oh, that lasted 5 seconds then. Yes.
Proceeding to next sector. You have to leave now. We have an emergency lockdown.
Throw the grenade from here, then they won't notice that's me.
Situation's clear. No baddies around here. Over. That's understood. Out.
Oh my god, what happened?
We gotta figure out what that was all about. Roger. Hey, I need some help over here. Guys, we got trouble. Command! I said command! Over what? I got a shitload of bodies over here. Someone is not happy.
Chaos!
Central to you, guys.
You're trespassing. Please turn around. Final warning. Let's not have any trouble.
For the costume?
You have to leave. This area is no longer safe.
Hey, what are you, some kind of thief? You can't be here. I can do this.
Oh, 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 oh! Oh, you guys shot an innocent man! I was just trying to do my job. I was just trying to... Try one more time.
Don't cut the red wire. Jeez.
Pretty good ninja. They didn't train you for this.
Yeah, it's me. I'm here now, and all's quiet.
Don't let him get the upper hand!
Oh,
Hey, help! I need help!
Weapon malfunction! Oh, just empty.
Oh, fuck, shit! I think he's gonna die!
Target's turtled up! Take him out!
Reloading! Come on! Get the perp now!
I got it! Oh, shit!
Can't get a clear shot!
oh no! You killed the hitman. Cruise's ship is trashing. Yeah, everybody's like cleaning up the cruise ship. They're all like painting and stuff. Like for like a real ritzy cruise ship. First, I think this guy's painting. Keep painting.
Hey!
This is your final warning.
Keep security tight.
Hey, see you for drinks afterwards at Shenanigans?
Shenanigans. Ooh.
Biggest video rental chain and its largest music retailer together at last.
What could possibly fail?
Bet the link fee.
That's enough!
will be forced to take action.
Well, I'm rooting for you. Hey, nice disguise, buddy. You think you can play me for a fool, huh?
Take him down with extreme prejudice.
We'll know.
No, not in front of the civilians. I'm afraid I'll hide.
Where is he? Is he flanking us?
Target in sight. Pacify this shit.
Look at that wimp. He's seen the streets like that. We lost him. Things are heating up. Be advised. All right, weapons hot.
What, you see something?
All right, there's a hard-ass criminal out there.
We'll
need to
find him, don't worry.
So tell me, who are we looking for?
He's dressed as security. Affirmative.
Nothing here. Command, I'm here now and the area is clear. Over.
Sure it's nothing, but I need you people to move away while we are conducting an investigation. Thank you.
All right.
Hey, could you please stay on the line? I am not
Nope.
comfortable.
I gotta go hit the gym.
It's freaking me out a lot, okay?
Tournament on Thursday. Lyndon's running it. Thank y'all for hanging out with me tonight. Be original. Do good.